2017 was a very busy year for, planning for the 2017 was a very busy year for our committee. I'm the chair, Ed. Actually, we have 3 members of our committee, I didn't realize, that are also on other committees for Doylestown Township, so they're a very dedicated crew. Ed, who was just here, Ed Denton, Joe Adelicat, and also Bob Selnick have worked all this year on the budget. And our board liaison is Ken Schneider, who often plays a little bit of a referee sometimes as we go through our meetings. Our function is in conjunction with the Township Administration to develop recommendations to be presented to the Board of Supervisors for their consideration in budget development. We review and study financial topics that are requested by the BOS, and that was actually alluded to, and I'll talk about that a little later in the presentation. We're an advisory group to assist with budgeting, reporting, and long-term planning, which is very important financially, and certainly from a group who's so interested in the finances of the township, with the common goal of financial security for Doylestown Township. More on that later. What does the committee do? Well, as you might imagine, we look at numbers a great deal. We periodically compare actual revenues with the budgets that have been presented and approved. We project the impact of current financial decisions and economic conditions over a 5-year period of time, with the most of the emphasis being on 3 years. We make recommendations or changes to improve financial reporting procedures and the effective use of township assets, always in conjunction with the administration. And again, monitor fund balances over the short term, that would be the current year, and long term, up to 5 years. What we don't do, we don't make or change policy, we don't perform duties or fulfill responsibilities of the admin staff, and we certainly do not set or approve the annual budgets or the tax rates to fund that annual budget. Reflections on budget building for 2017. There's been several shout-outs already to Dick John, and I will do the same. We've been working on capital projects and worrying about road construction and honing that process since 2015. This year we developed a budget timeline early, and you'll see that later with early budget workshops. We've already set the budget timeline for 2018. And it's just February 7th. Agreement that small tax increases over several years, and when you're borrowing money and you're building debt into your budget, that's important, and it's preferred to a single large increase. And there's more interaction with township administration and the Ways and Means during that budget process. Again, more reflections on the current year. We assisted township administration with debt issuance. Some of us on the committee are quite familiar with issuing public bonds, and I like to think we were a help. We incorporated debt for the building project and the repair of the Chapman Bridge in the current year budget, and we'll be embedding it in the future budgets as well. We took an active role in the credit rating with Moody's. I know a lot of people wouldn't be excited about that, but I'm very proud to say that there was a significant taxpayer savings over the life of the bond because Doylestown Township was upgraded to an AA1. And some of the things that were noted, just for the public, we have very strong wealth indicators. We have a stable and healthy reserves. That's fund balance again, folks. And we have a low debt burden. All very positive things. Looking ahead already to 2018. Did I just say it's only February 7th of 2017? With administration, we're going to continue to hone the budget process and planning. We're going to seek ways to engage and educate residents about the township's budget. And I'm going to pause there because while it's very nice to go walk your dogs and have a yappy hour, and there are a number of other committees that are quite interesting. Sometimes what we do is dry to people, and but we really do want to figure out ways to engage folks and have them be interested in the budget process. We will continue to provide input on multi-year budget projects, including associated debt and the annual financing costs. We'll assist administration with reporting the financial impact of the building and bridge projects as we move forward over the next 3 years. We want to fine-tune budgeting and reporting of our capital projects and look forward to working with Dave on that in the future. And we want to assist administration however we can with quarterly financial reporting to the Board of Supervisors. This is the timeline for 2018 that I spoke of. We worked on it at the January meeting. I'm not going to go into any detail, but we'll should post that on the website underneath our part, just so people can see if you're interested or can't sleep. And then looking ahead for other special projects. Develop recommendations for additional pension contributions. When I walked in this afternoon, I think we were ending a pension meeting. I wish I could have been here a little sooner because we want to look at that. We also want to compare costs of contracting specific tasks with new positions. Look at full-time, part-time interns. So another special project. We want to monitor financing climate and options for completing the building projects, and also future Pebble Ridge and Woodbridge sewer project. I hope I have that right.
Yep.
And examine financial implications of future mandated activities. Stormwater, another one of those really interesting topics that we'll be discussing, and the cost associated with that. And analyze road maintenance requirements. So township residents are invited to attend our meetings. Believe it or not, they can be lively and interesting. They're at 7 p.m. the fourth Wednesday of each month, except for November and December. And you can learn how the annual budget is developed, how your tax dollars will be spent, and you can ask questions and share ideas. And certainly, if we get that timeline posted, join us at our joint budget work sessions with the Board of Supervisors. And if you can't sleep or you need something to do while you're working out, watch the Board of Supervisors meetings on DVT.
Thank you, Brenda. Good job. Comments, questions? Great job.
Two
Thank
comments
you.
before Ken jumps in. Excellent preparation for the bond. I mean, I think that's what makes it. I'm a big prep person, and the upfront work and effort is what made the bond issue come out at a higher rating. So, I mean, great job. And the second thing is, you mentioned in the rating, and I'm glad you're going to look at the pension, because they commented that one of the things that could hurt our rating was growth in that pension burden. So they keep a close eye on that too. So
They keep a close eye on everything, and it's certainly a give and take relationship when you're having conversation with Moody's about what they're looking for. So it's all very positive, and we'll continue to keep an eye on that moving forward.
go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, just to build a little bit on what Rick was saying is, and you saw it numerous times throughout the presentation, Brenda mentioned it about planning and scheduling stuff. And we've had that schedule out there. We developed it last year, but you have the whole year planned out when we're going to have each one of those meetings and what activities are going to happen and what's expected and what the deliverables are. And then we stick to it. So I think I credit you, Brenda, for running herd over it and keeping it online. But the committee does a great job, and everybody's pretty much in sync, and we're all in for the same reason. So great job.
Thank you very much. And thanks for everything that the Board of Supervisors does for the township as well.
Thank you, Brenda. They're really smart on that committee.